There's only one John, that's me, sire.
There's literally two.
Playing by the same characters and moi.
I love that. There's only one John, and that's me. He says with the two dots tattooed on his forehead. That should be like your motto. That sounds great. I love that.
But I know what I've been thinking about lately, and it kind of depresses me. We're terrible bad guys. We here at the Maelstrom. Think about what we've done so far.
Yeah, you're like
So
really
far
good, to be honest.
No, I mean we're terrible bad guys. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
like
You
we
help people.
Yes, we've actively saved more people than we've harmed.
Mostly at personal cost, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, I hurt people on both sides. I think I'm pretty terrible.
but yeah, but there's a wild card.
You're more like chaotic neutral. Just
Whatever is closest to you gets punched. It's
yeah,
irrelevant
it's just
what it is.
it's
Yeah,
just
you
kind
know?
of like a physical force of the universe.
Nature.
Yeah.
Sounds lovely. Okay, so I put
Totally.
new characters in the journal, so you guys can.
Nice. Thank you.
Except I've made some typos now. Sorry, Omega. I screwed up your character. Hold on.
Nah, it's fine. Feel sorry for the bastard anyway.
Why can't I? It won't let me. Now I can't edit him anymore. Something's wrong.
Kill him. I'm just kidding.
I'm just gonna delete.
So I'm good to start filling mine out here, hey?
Okay, so if I enabled everyone to be able to move your character, that's so that in case you're absent, we can still like do stuff with your character. Put them in funny.
No, okay.
Anyway,
That's the first thing.
no, it's so that people can carry you across the battlefield if you're wounded or dead.
Oh, just straight up going up to the D word, aren't we?
Okay, so you guys are in your dropship. You guys are in low Mars orbit. You took off from the Chrysalis base, where the U.S. have their colony. You guys have been living under quite different rules over there. You guys get regular liberty and leave to go out and do whatever the fuck you want, and there are plenty of people who are colonizing the United States base over there, but most of them are military, and you guys have your own different jobs and stuff. But then you got your free time, and you've been given a lot of free time. So some people use that to explore. Some people have picked up mining as a hobby, and to strike it rich, as it were. So some people are doing some of their own surveying and reconnaissance work, and other people have decided to make entertainment for folks, and so you guys engage in war games, exercises. Sometimes, there's a lot of different adult activities that are available out at the colony for the Americans. Which are probably not as ample over here for the Europeans, but you have no real knowledge of that. You just know you're having a good time, and now the ESA has gone dark. You guys are being sent in to go and investigate, but you really don't have any intel at all. And so this is partially an intelligence recon, but you're also, been given a full armament just in case shit's gone down. And you guys can move in and maybe score some cool gear. We'll see.
Cool.
Shit.
So you guys are doing small talk in the jump ship. Qua, you can hear everybody on radio, but your attention is on the horizon.
Yep.
So how do you think they fucked up?
Alrighty, so
Oh, wait, am I here?
repeat that for folks when Pink Eye arrives.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Question, I guess.
So I have a question. Do we know each other before this whole drop happened?
Good question. What do you think? Considering that you guys are some of the few colonists and you guys all arrived together, you guys might have been working together as a team for the last 3 months.
Okay.
We're probably like training together and stuff too with Basimba, you know.
so we all know each other for sure.
Yeah, forging those fraternal bonds that you can only, you know, forge under
Let's say you've gone
the
drinking-
blackest of night skies.
Let's say
I'm just
you've
kidding.
gone out drinking together a few nights, few weekends when you had Liberty together.
Sure.
And you guys have developed a pecking order already. We'll say who has the highest reputation. It's based on your half of your combat sense plus a 1d10. Let's have everybody make a roll.
Get it.
So great.
Half combat.
Right.
Oh,
7. I only have 7. I don't have that much combat sense.
so
Did that work?
Yeah, I think so.
that was weird. It didn't give me the option to add on to that. But anyway, I guess it's a 6 total.
So I gotta remember everybody's character's name. Now I'm all confused. So, Qua, your character.
Oh, let me switch over there. My bad. Yeah.
Killer? That's awesome.
Yeah, his name's Dakila. Dakila, but y'all just call him Killa because you know.
Oh man, if I knew that, I would have been the dope dealer. And then
Yeah.
All right. So, nothing. You're John Connor, but
Mhm.
use the same stats as John Runner.
John Runner. Okay.
Or you can still use the same character if you want, but we're going to use John Connor's token instead of John 2's token. Does that make sense?
Okay. So I'm using John 2 stat, but I'm using John Connor token.
That is correct.
Okay. No problem.
Oh, did you get my token, by the way? I left it in the artwork, but you know, I don't know. Anyway.
Looking on the map over here by Serdius Major, and we'll use him as the dropship.
I like my character. Wait, what? No, that is so.
All right, so
Oop.
we're,
Oop.
I don't know how long you guys want to wait for Pink Eye. I guess we can probably just say he's asleep while you guys are in your dropship.
Okay, there we go. Combat sense. John Runner.
So John, you had a combat sense of 7. We're gonna dial that back to a 6.
Sure. Well, it is already combat sense of 6. Do you want to dial it back to 5?
This is where it should be. Wait, you rolled a 7, is that right?
No. That is John Runner combat, right? Combat sense.
Saying, like you rolled a 7 plus the adding 6 plus 13. Regardless, we're doing this roll a little differently.
Oh, he did exploding dice? Jesus.
He actually rolled a 7 there. So we're gonna do 7 plus 3 is 10. So that's.
I don't know where 13 come from. That's the only question.
Oh, gotcha.
10 John. Okay.
Yeah, where did that 13 come from?
You've got a combat sense of 6, so we're gonna add 3 to your 6, and Noah's Night Owl. Got a 9.
And John. No.
Killa.
Night Owl's pink?
What did
Pink
you
eye.
roll? You rolled a 3. I'm gonna add that to your combat sense. So 6 is Killa. Turns out that that John Connor is actually your guys' leader so far.
Damn it all.
That makes sense. He's leading us into a trap.
Yeah, hey.
Hey. We can talk about this when we have all the time in the world, you know.
I'm reassured. I'm so reassured. Oh, good.
Plus, you get a plus 3 to your roll, so you rolled an 11. Actually, Colin is the head here.
I think I rolled a 5, right? And then, because I did the 5 plus 6 divided by 2.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, so I got a total 8.
Total of 8. Got it.
Whoa, thank goodness. I don't want to lead you guys into a trap.
It's okay, man. I'll take a point.
I don't
Okay.
mind taking point.
Yeah. I'm taking it's a sacrifice I'm willing to take.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna assume that Pink Eye is gonna roll a 6 for his. I'm just gonna roll 4 on him since he's not here. Oh, fumbles. Okay, so he probably gets a 4. So whoever Pink Eye's character is.
Is
Does that
there
mean
any-
he's bottom of the food chain?
I think so.
Dear Lord, this is weird.
The DM rolls for you.
Yeah.
All right, so we might just start without him. I don't know. Did he's like just working on character creation? Is that what's happening here?
I think it's two things. Like I think he's going to be late and his character is like half finished. I don't know actually. I didn't communicate with him. I just going from what
Awesome.
nothing
All right,
said.
well, in that case, then let's pull you guys off the map. You don't have to be here. Who's this?
Is there a way to add the 0G stuff in, or should I just do that manually when they come up?
Everybody gets 120 IP because you trained with Basimba. Basimba is well known in the orbital community.
I think he's just talking about
I'm
on the
wondering
sheet.
on the
Yeah, you
character
gotta
sheet. Yeah,
you gotta it's in
I have other skills, but I don't want to accidentally add like tech to it. You know what I mean?
is it I can't remember. That's a tech skill. Like all
Well,
those
it's
are
not
tech
a skill,
skills.
is it? Oh, is it?
You
considered
add
a
'em
tech
on.
skill?
Yeah, you're
Oh.
adding them on to like a tech skill. So like on I believe it's
Oh.
technical skill, and then you add
I didn't
other
realize they were
technical
actually-
skill, and then you
yeah.
just fill it in and
Well, it's a good thing I put points into them because I dumped tech like to 3.
oh yeah.
All right, but that's okay. I put lots of points in 0G stuff. It's gonna be fine.
You may have overdone it. I'm not sure if you know exactly how the IP system works, but
Because I put all my pickup skills there and the 120 from and also I have an extra 2 to karate from life skills.
you,
So I did,
you
yeah,
you did well then. Okay, good. You're born in 0G, I'm guessing.
apparently. Well, according to my background, I'm basically Batman, except my parents were evil. Uh, yeah, and everybody in my life just dies accidentally,
Oh, I see.
and
Interesting.
yeah, and I know
That
I'm
looks
friends
better
with
Okay,
not
I
carry
Johnny
over.
Yeah, I changed my mind. I don't know you.
Gun.
I don't know you.
That's
John
awesome.
too just forget about everybody with the time. He have the
You mean John Connor?
no John Connor, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
We'll
forget
call him
about
John C, short for
yeah.
John 3,
That's
Perfect.
awesome.
But who's counting, right?
But who's
I mean, yeah, everybody. Yeah. Everybody who keeps on watching Johns pop out of cryotubes.
Yep. You guys, this is a strange thing that keeps happening. What's going on?
Yeah, I know. Isn't it amazing?
It's just,
It's like I'm
cryotubes
immortal.
on Mars is just, you just can't. They just don't make them like they used to. You get all the oldest shit sent up to Mars. It takes so long to get the new shit sent up there, and by the time the cryotech systems are updated, they've already got all these viruses on them, and God, this one's already got who knows if it's a virus or an AI or God.
Okay, I think I got it worked out.
All right, so
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what to do about the fact that Pink Eye is holding us up. What do you guys want to do?
We can continue. I'm perfectly fine either way. I'm not
Uh,
gonna say.
I got something I could suggest, since he hasn't finished making a character and he's not here yet. Maybe you just let him step in to his actual player character whenever we get going. Then he can have his little Terminator fantasy play out.
That's fucking awesome. Okay, I'm down. Let's figure this.
We can just because I'm sure there's an extra weapons loadout or a couple of things he could use on the ship. I don't know.
Sure thing. Yeah, no doubt. Okay, that's a good solution. I like it. Okay. All right. So, John, you are in the back of the jump ship, prepping your men for their mission. All you know is that the Isadis Base, the ESA base, has gone dark over the last 48 hours and has not responded to any calls.
I said to man, all right, man. All right, man. We are going to the ESA base. Intel suggests it has been dark for 48 hours. This is only for intelligent. Do not take unnecessary damage. No death. No death on me, please. That was really bad on my record.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to tarnish your stellar record, boss.
Thank you.
I salute,
tried to get-
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, we won't die on you.
Hopefully not.
Make a OTV piloting check.
Oh, nice. I just finished that one. Here we go. 19.
All right. So far, all of your gauges are showing normal. You have an altitude of 1,900 feet, and you guys are coming in low. Basically, you trying to show off, and you don't want to set off any radar if in fact maybe the pirates have taken over the ESA base.
Okay, guys, we're gonna land pretty soon. Weapon up. Do not shoot to kill yet, but protect yourself with all necessary protection. Not that not that mean, but you know, protect yourself outside.
Yes, sir.
The wolf. What do you?
Your
We
jump
have-
is actually pretty dope. It does have a cockpit for 2, so you do have room for a second co-pilot who sits above and behind you.
Who's got shotgun?
Right now, there's nobody there.
Oh, y'all suck.
John might be qualified to sit in there, but I don't think anybody else on your team has OTV pilot skills, so it's just you.
All right.
Is there like equipment lockers, or are we already fitted?
So you guys are all fitted with Militech rifles, Militech grenade launchers, Militech bolt pistols as a sidearm, and any other melee weapon of your choice.
Nice.
Right.
Okay, so do I scratch the shoddy, by the way?
You can have the shoddy. Militech armaments.
Oh, yeah.
If it's Militech, you're welcome to have it. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, bolt pistol, rifle, grenade launcher.
If it doesn't say Militech on it, it better be a melee weapon, or you don't get to keep it.
Nice. Okay.
The only exception will be the bolt pistols. I think those are Militech, but let me double check. The Militech Silver Shadow Flechette pistol, or the Militech Black Widow Flechette pistol, or if you want a bolt pistol really badly, they'll give you the Hammer M11 bolt pistol.
Is any
Where are you
like
finding
roll-
these?
yeah.
What's that?
Where are you finding these?
These are in the Deep Space module, page 58.
Okay.
Not the PDF page number, but the book number, page 58. They sometimes are off by one page. So you can choose flechette pistols and bolt pistols. The Militech is on. They're both found in the Deep Space module on page 58. So if you want, let me know which one you want, and I'll read off the stats for you if you want. They all have a range of 30 meters for long range, which means short range is 15 meters. Oh, I'm sorry. Short range is 7.5 meters. Medium would be 15. Long range would be 30. Okay, so it turns out, as you guys are coming closer to the ESA base, I'm going to give you the option. Do you try to land? Where do you want to land? Do you attempt to fly over the base to do a flyover, or do you? What's your choice? Or do you attempt to like fly before you get within radar range? Where do you want to be? I'll tell you.
Let's see. So what were our like marching orders? It's just intel, right? Recon.
Yep, just recon, just a normal recon one.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
You know that the Isadis Base is in this region here.
Okay. So I mean, essentially what I want to do is I kind of just want to, I just want to give it like the once around, kind of before coming down, and see if I can get like a visual on the status of the base first.
What's your altitude then?
Altitude, man, I don't know. That's real freaking specific. My character has OTV pilot, not me. Basically, to generalize it,
You're at 1,900 feet right now. Do you maintain altitude? Do you go down? How far down do you go?
I try to go down far. Unfortunately, I'm not great at this. I try to go down far enough so that I could, make out detail of a structure, but not far enough down to like worry about having to kill a bunch of thrust to come back up. So
Mars gravity is about the third of Earth's.
yeah.
So it's not you don't have to worry about thrust. You could probably break orbit with this thing.
All right. Well, essentially, I'm trying to get pretty close. I'm trying to get close enough to make out detail, but I'm not trying to evade radar by scraping the ground or anything.
Do you want to come within 500 feet of it?
Sure, that sounds good.
And a banking turn, 500 feet off the ground. Within 500 feet of it, would actually be something that you could do with a couple of rolls, as long as so do it's an easy roll to lower your altitude down to 500.
So he says.
Well, one.
Don't say that.
Good.
Okay. You got altitude, and now you're gonna do a banking turn. You have to maintain speed, so that's the trick here. So it's going to be an average roll for a banking turn wide. It's going to be 1,000 feet diameter.
All right, 15.
Good job. Okay, so
Sounds average.
as you're making that banking turn, make your intelligence check. I'm sorry, your awareness notice. And anybody else who's looking out the window can make theirs too.
Hell yeah.
Edit.
15 on me.
Don't forget to add your combat awareness.
Oh,
Right. So 31.
That's so you add combat sense?
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your combat sense gives you a bonus on both your awareness skill and your initiative, equal to your level in the combat sense skill. So yes.
Cool.
Jesus.
All right. So 21.
31.
God, who got the 31?
Mr. Bob Ford.
Okay, Bob.
26 with my
You
combat
saw
sense.
something on the ground.
Oh god. Is it the
Well,
does it look like a space station?
you see a space station.
Okay.
It looks kind of like. I'll give you a visual.
Ooh. I like this. Well, maybe not. We'll find out in a second.
So it looks kind of like this. Inside of a crater. And it appears to be dug in there pretty deep.
I am seeing the base. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be there.
Yep, that's what you're supposed to see, except for the lines I just drew.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. You said sorry? It's okay. Sorry. Repeat that.
There we go.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So, where those blue lines were.
So that's it. You see this base as you do a flyby,
Mm-hmm.
and you see a figure
Jeez. Okay.
to be outside of the base.
Oh my fuck. Okay. I guess can I?
Like right around this area, but you don't see it very well because it hides behind the dome apparently, and then you can't see it because it's behind both of these two domes.
Is there a way to like use my intelligence or survival skills to like kind of figure out what kind of creature would be able to live in space? Like, is there anything we know about that? Creatures that are able to live outside of a habitat?
You don't know of any that you've ever seen before, but people are often like wearing gear that will allow them to survive in space.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll say, sir, I see somebody outside the habitat.
Well, what did it look like?
I couldn't make it out, sir. It just looked like a shadow. They do appear to be maybe
Humanoid?
incidental, but hiding. I can't make. I'm not confident that it's humanoid. But
Okay.
I didn't see anything to indicate that it wasn't either.
Okay, guys, we have contacts. Put up your protection. Uh, assume the worst, maybe, but keep a heads up.
I love that. Assume the worst, maybe.
I'm not very sure about that one, the baby part, but you know.
Noah, what was your Night Owl's role? I'm just curious.
He's just there to shoot shit.
No, but what was his awareness notice role?
Oh shit, that type of roll. Oh damn. I think it was a 6.
And then his skill is
Jesus.
I know.
he actually
Tell me that's at least a 16.
yeah, it's a 16.
Oh thank God.
No, just because, please tell me you didn't come in here with a combat sense of like 3. God, I would kill you. Not really. It'd be funny. It'd end up being funny, I'm sure.
No, yeah. Miss shit entirely that everybody else can spot.
How can you miss? How can you not notice that person running to you? I don't know. I didn't see him.
John, do you try to hail on any frequencies?
I'm probably gonna try to pick up any radio frequency, like emergency frequency, especially emergency frequency first, and I'll probably go for like any frequency, like radio, something like
It's quiet.
walkie-walkie kind of frequency kind of thing.
Quiet.
It is quiet. Everything's quiet. How about
You can reach Crystal. I'm sorry, you can not Crystal. You can reach the Chrysalis Base, the U.S. colony.
Am I allowed to send a message towards from the radio? Will they receive it? That's my question.
Instructed to Recon.
So there's nothing about it, right? That says I cannot do it.
Well, I mean, it hasn't been explicit, no, but you in your part of your training for Recon, usually you go in undetected.
Oh, okay. And from what my crew says, like you only saw like one person outside, right? Doing what again?
Okay, so
It was just standing there.
I just saw
menacingly.
like a figure kind of standing outside the facility, and it seemed like they were trying to like hide, almost like duck behind it, so I couldn't see them anymore.
All right. Meanwhile, what's your character's name? Qua? I forget.
Killer.
Oh, one more thing before we switch. Do I know that usually this base are loud? Like, do base usually be this quiet?
Well, you know that there's 600 people on this base.
Okay. Guys, assume the worst. I haven't picked up any radio.
Interesting.
And Killa, you are looking for a place to land, and you see that where the OTV station is, there's actually 2. One of them has the OTV blocking the landing pad, so there's no room to park there. But there is an auxiliary pad where you can park your vehicle.
In that same area?
But it's a separate spot, which your computer picks up and asks you if you would like to enable assistance landing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the assist to try and drop in the auxiliary pad.
So the computer gives you coordinates to hone into, but you still have to make an easy OTV pilot roll to direct you to the second drop zone.
All right, OTV. All right, guys, we're in the pipe 5x5. Here we go.
Nice.
All right, good.
Flying.
So You arrive, or you don't arrive, but you navigate towards your second destination to the second landing area, and you initiate landing operations. So it's still gonna keep. You're still gonna have to make a roll here to land, but you get a +2, and you gotta make an average OTV roll.
All right. I'll go ahead and I'm gonna add that 2 on here.
You hear me in the back? Woo! Hands in the air.
Hold on to your asses, boys. And then
This
we
is
drop
my favorite
down.
part.
26.
Give yourself 2. Give yourself 10 IP for that critical.
Ooh, nice. Nailed it.
Nice. All right, y'all. How we doing back there? Break any eggs?
Nope.
No, man, you nailed that. Excellent job as always.
I haven't put this image up yet. Let me see if I can find it. So we'll take a quick break.
Sure.
You have a picture of the OTV?
No.
Meanwhile, we're gonna hear from our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legend.
Just get out of here.
We've truly come so far.
Snow's gonna get an email from him next week.
I'm interested if you guys have listened to the latest Jumbo Dump. You guys make a roll.
Oh,
Is this an awareness? What is this?
what is this? Yeah, resist torture.
Oh, 1d10.
Oh,
Okay, it's
okay.
just a percentage roll.
9.
3.
Oh, I got a 2.
3. Somebody rolled a 2. Okay, you guys have heard of these Jumbo Dumps and you've listened to the latest.
Oh god. Oh god.
And Noah, if you want, you can embellish and give us your latest Jumbo Dump that they've heard.
Jeez. And I gotta do the Jumbo voice there, God. Okay, I'll have it be more of a vlog than an actual dump then. Hey guys, it's Jumbo. Oh boy, some shit's going on. Remember the aliens? Oh boy, God, I wish that was the end of it. Right now, I am in a mini fridge, about to get frozen. We've sent calls for help. I doubt anybody's gonna hear us. I'm scared, man. But on the bright side, I was right. If I die here, you know that I correct. That's all. That was the worst
Nice.
one. I usually have something pre-planned. That was.
I liked it.
No, it's good.
I think it was perfect.
That's good. That's good.
Because it cut
I'm-
out a little bit.
No, yeah.
I like the mini fridge.
Yeah.
I'm in a mini fridge.
I like that one too.
I'm in a mini fridge and it ain't snack time.
Well, there is snack, and I am the snack one.
I am the one that is the snack.
I'm
Go help now.
nah.
Mm.
All
All right.
right.
All right. I'm not bothering Snow, but other Marines in the room. What are the other auxiliary weapons that we had access to? It was a bolt pistol or what?
I'm not sure. In the the Militech stuff on that page that I found in that book only has like the 2 flechette pistols. I didn't see anything about the rifle or the grenade launcher. Like you can Google the fandom and find all like crazy ass.
Oh,
shit
the
about-
rifle. You know what? God, I didn't put anything up. I just said I was going to. Yeah, the
If
rifle
you got something, that would be
is
Yeah.
great.
this. Here, let me do this.
I mean, ideally, I'm looking for a rocket launcher. You know, Nothing would
Ideally,
bring me greater
everybody's
joy than to fire a
everybody's
rocket
looking for a
launcher.
rocket launcher.
I'm
In
actually
life.
looking for a sniper rifle if you have
Okay,
It's very very far away.
I'm not sure what else would constitute as heavy weapons. Maybe like a minigun.
No,
I mean, so I'm gonna put this. This was my weapon of choice that I was talking about, and that's what Snow was referring to. I just dropped it in the general.
Mhm.
Then give me a sec here.
Oh yeah.
So that's in Chrome 1. This is its secondary. So it's actually like a 2-part weapon. So it's so it basically has one of these guys strapped on the bottom of it. All right, and then we were talking about deep space. All right, deep space is these guys.
Oh, okay. So we have the rifle with the grenade launcher, and then we
Yeah,
have a
essentially,
pistol of choice, which in this case, I heard Snow say we are allowed the hammer M11.
Yeah, if we really wanted a bolt pistol, he said we could have the Hammer M11. I'm guessing he meant that because it's not Militech necessarily. And
Okay.
then the
And the
other
difference
two
between a bolt
Militech
pistol and a flechette is
one of them
pierces armor.
sucks and the other doesn't.
So I wrote down hammer M11. Is that the correct thing to write down?
That is my takeaway. If you
Okay.
have a bolt pistol, use the bolt pistol.
Gotcha. Well, I'm good at pistols, rifles, and heavy weapons. So this is looking good for me. What we have.
Good. All right, and then I just answered my own question by
Excellent.
posting that stuff up. So thanks, y'all.
Yeah.
No problem.
That's perfect. I'll save all those.
Okay, so the crew sits back here in this module, and the pilot seat. There's one.
Oh, nice.
Two
Oh,
seats up
nice.
here front. There's one here, and one here. So ignore the little tube that snakes out to your vehicle. You have to connect that yourself.
Oh, that's the.
There's in there if you want it.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the shitter drop. No, I'm just kidding.
There's also a battery hookup there too. You see the other one? This wire.
All right.
So we can look out.
Yeah, you are able to see out to the hatch is right here, back in the vehicle.
Oh yeah, see it there. Yeah.
So and then the window's on the other side.
Oh yes.
The only window would be up here.
Okay. So looking through the hatch, this wall over here, is this all solid or is there like a door in it?
This is the door.
Okay,
There's also another here.
gotcha. That looks like it leads outside, but I can't see that from where I'm standing, probably. So I don't. Can I make a check and see if I notice any movement?
Things right here. These are
Yeah.
windows. And there's a small
Okay.
window here, and a small window here. And there's another.
Yeah.
Big window here. So you can kind of see into this, and you can see that it's a workstation area. It's also sort of
Okay.
like a room. You can change into other clothes in here, and then go through the other hatch. This is an airlock hatch right here.
Gotcha. Is it lit up?
Yeah, it's lit up like an airlock hatch, and so you know that it goes
Okay.
deep.
All right. And is there like emergency lights on, sirens, anything like that?
No, in fact, the whole place looks dead. Like there's no power.
Like abandoned.
No, just like there's no power.
Okay. But there is lights on still.
Well, inside the windows through here, you can see that there's nobody in that room, and it is empty.
Okay. Interesting. I don't see anything outside, sir.
Interesting.
You want me to blow the hatch?
Is there any way we can open it quietly?
Nah. You're gonna want somebody else for sneaky stuff, sir. I can tear this hatch off.
How about we resort that for the last option? Anybody have a skill to open the hatch without making a loud noise?
Are we serious? Yes.
You could try opening it by the open button.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering. I was like, can we? All right. Are we all loading off here? I got. Daquila's got some electronic security just in case, but I
Yes,
imagine one of y'all could just
electronic
open the door.
security.
I can imagine y'all could just open a door just in case.
Yeah. I could push it as stealthily as possible. I'll push the open button. I'm not sure. Like, is there any way you can use tech to cover up the door opening? Probably not.
Well, you see that the door has a heavy looks like a chromed out lever that you have to like pull open, and then you can use that as a handle to slide the door open.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll like to do that as stealthily as possible.
All right, go ahead and roll a stealth roll.
Okay. Come on. Ooh, that's not bad, eh?
Wow, yeah, for a shit stealth apparently.
All right, well,
Did I
What did you
crit?
even?
if anybody can detect you, they'll have to roll at least a 15 of their awareness notice.
Gotcha. And the door slides open.
Yeah, bring yourself closer to it.
Yeah. I'll move out, I guess, and like kneel down with my rifle and be like, "Kate."
This is the door, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna jump out of the hatch though here, right? And then kind of kneel down on the ground with my rifle ready for the next guy, like I'm covering. In case I see action, I'll shoot it, or, well, not shoot, but yeah.
Make an awareness notice roll. Add your combat sense bonus. You can
Right.
see through these little glass windows here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see almost the whole room, basically.
Ooh, that's not good.
Okay,
How
so
did I-
actually, you're not sure what you're looking at. You actually only see the immediate area in front of you, and you have a hard time recognizing that's even a door.
Yeah. There's a fancy window over here, sir.
I jump up and then I see that's a door.
Well, you can make your awareness notice too. How about that? Let's see if you.
Okay. John 2 have terrible awareness notice also. We got this. Oh no.
I think I did something wrong there, but
16.
Yeah,
All right. So yeah, basically you see the empty chair here.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that there's a desk here. There's a computer, laptop that's open, but it's off. You see the display is completely dark.
Okay. Is this room, by the way, light up, or does it?
It's dark.
It's dark.
You happen to be able to see that chair.
Okay. I assume we have flashlight, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You
I
probably
got-
have flashlights.
Is there
I
any way
got
I could
goggles
just?
if you want me to go no light.
Yeah. Try to see what's in there, but be careful. This is very suspicious.
Okay. This is the actual door here?
Yes.
This is a door.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to
Don't-
approach the door.
Don't take any unnecessary.
Awareness notice first.
Yeah. I will make an awareness notice then. Oh, am I supposed to be adding my combat sense to this all the time?
All the time.
All the time. Okay. So 24.
Okay. So you also recognize the table is empty, and there's no display lights. The room is dark, but the lights from your ship cast light into this room, so you could see through these windows into the room, and you can see it light up. That the room is looks a little messy in there, looks a little dirty. You can see a door in here. You can see another door in here. And that, that's about it. Oh,
All right.
There's also another door. See.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have my main arm ready, but I'm gonna go ahead and approach the doorway and go ahead and flip on my low light goggles, my low light on my smart goggles anyway, just in case. I don't want to miss anything in the corners. And is this like a sorry? Is it this is this this computer over here? You said that's on?
No, there's no power.
There's no power. Okay. All right.
So pull the door open manually, and you notice that inside there's another door. It's an airlock. It can fit 4 people.
Okay.
It might be able to fit 5.
I'll go with you if you want.
Yeah, sure. All right. All right.
Yeah, wait, is it only 3 of us? I thought we have more than 3 people.
There should be 4.
There's a guy here who's this like super camo.
Omega.
I'm still here.
Okay.
Okay,
Oma
okay.
goggles. Oma
Okay.
goggles. I thought you left.
He's
I'm just kidding.
stealth here.
Yeah, he's super
Nice.
stealth. Should have let him go first. All right.
Probably.
All right. Next door. Then I guess we're.
You roll a stealth check.
Let me roll one. I guess. Well, I mean, it's not like I don't have incredible stealth actually.
The fact is, we're going to use the highest roll.
21.
I mean, the lowest roll. Whoever rolls low
Fuck.
rolls for the team, basically.
Plus combat sense?
Reflex check, y'all.
No combat sense added.
Right. This is why I go last, guys.
Whoa! 17.
Oh shit.
The lowest is me, 14.
All right, so
That seems not bad.
your brave leader seems to be the loudest of you guys, and y'all not notice that.
I accidentally sneezed. That's what happened.
Awesome. Yeah, next time I'll just go by myself. No, I'm just kidding.
It seems like
What did I
it's-
roll? Ref?
it seems that I'm allergic to something here, guys. Keep an eye on
John,
it.
you close the door with a loud click.
Sorry, guys.
Everybody looks at you.
What is this? Wait, so what is? Well, okay, what is this guy's rank? Just so I can really just like be sure to harp
Well,
on
he
him all the
outranks all of
time.
you guys. He can be a lieutenant.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna like.
Let's to that roll bit before, and we'll revisit our pecking order.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw a nice big long stare at him, but and then just look around and scan the room.
What did I roll? What did I write?
What did you write? Everybody dies.
That's just his note. That's
Yeah, I
all it
know.
ever
It's
says.
just at the top in red with a red circle around it. It's like, don't forget. With another post-it note on top of it that says the same thing.
Okay, so John is a lieutenant. He's just a second lieutenant. LT. You guys call him LT sometimes.
Awesome.
And then, okay, so then Night Owl is a gunnery sergeant. Call him Gunny. The staff sergeant.
Staff Sergeant Killer.
And Bob. Oh wait, did I do this right? Bob rolled an 8.
I'm a hairdresser.
I'm sorry. Killer is just a sergeant. Bob is staff sergeant.
Ooh. I'm the staff sergeant. I don't know what that means because I don't know anything about military, but I will Google it.
I have no idea. Also, sorry, man.
This means you outrank Killa.
Okay,
Alright.
I'm just
Well, that's
outranking.
very important.
Let's not get all crazy about it, all right? And I drive
That
I
is
drive the
okay.
ship.
Jack's character, if he had a solo, is a private first class. But you know what? I don't know where he is, so he's AWOL.
And this is based on the U.S. Marines rankings. Okay.
Space Marines full. I'm just kidding.
Well, you know, it's hard to find those
The
official lists for Space
USSMC.
Marines. I'm a chaplain
Space Force full.
of the Raven Wings, for sure.
Yeah. Space Force, hoorah! All right.
Oh god, now I just realized we're gonna be that other. What's the other one? Just give me a sec. I gotta find the name of it. What's the movie where the big rock hits Earth and all the aliens come? Space Troopers or whatever. Is that what it is?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's the other one. Yeah, aliens and Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers. There, that one.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like we are all
Yeah.
of a sudden. Like, you
Bro.
go in there and you do it for the good of your culture, and it's their
Yeah.
fault. They're the bad guys. We had nothing.
Would you
do
like
with
to
it.
know more?
Yeah.
All right, so you see into the room through the airlock. It doesn't appear that there's anything moving.
All right.
Do you see any movement?
No movement. No movement, sir.
Nothing, sir.
No movement. Turn on your flashlight, boys.
All right. Turn my flashlight on. I'll go in.
Okay.
So head this way.
Do not
Bye-bye.
go alone.
Follow
Do not
and
go
everybody.
alone.
I got a couple more doors here.
I think he shouts. Anyway.
God.
What's this?
So much for stealth mission.
Scan the room. Keep
I
So much
low.
as-
use hand signals that we've developed over the past 3 years that only our team knows.
They're just all middle fingers. It's just all it is just every cultural hand symbol for the same thing, you know. So a middle finger, or like 2 fingers up, or like
The pinky finger and like the thumbs up and everything.
pinky out for the Italian. What is that, Italian?
Yeah.
And then, you know, the what is it, the arm, where you put the, you know, your hand into your elbow of the arm, you know, all of that shit right there.
Yeah.
All the different fuck yous.
There's a lot of storage in the
Yeah,
room,
man. Yeah, man.
and even still, in spite of that,
For the fuck you, squad.
it's still very cluttered and kind of a squalid area here. See a lot of trash and empty bottles kind of just strewn everywhere.
All right.
Empty bottles makes it feel like that's not a Xenos.
Yeah, Dakila's looking around for like, you know, like power, or like a circuit breaker or anything.
Make a awareness notice check.
Sorry if I'm slow on the draw here. I'm still filling in some things, so I keep on going back and forth. Damn it! I forgot to add it again. So that's 23. Yeah.
Does anybody I'm sorry.
You find the light switch, but you try and turn it on and off again, but nothing happens. You don't see any obvious circuit breaker panel in the room.
All right. Yeah, power's dead in here, Sarge. I don't know if
Check over here.
check over here, he says.
Oh, okay.
That's the only thing that might be a power source, power control thing.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna say this is what I noticed with my awareness notice. All right. All right. So I'm checking this area right here.
You seem to notice that there are also 2 cryo tubes here.
Are they inhabited? Do they have any?
Pull a cryotube, cryotank.
Just any chance, huh?
Does
Guess
anybody
what?
knows anything about the cryotubes?
Yes, I totally took fucking points in
Nice.
cryotank operation because somebody
Nice.
has to get our fucking boys out of there. 18.
You notice that these are they seem to be operational, and there's somebody in them.
There's somebody in them. Fuck. All right.
We've got a bunch of popsicles.
Wait,
Yeah.
before we do it, can anybody like log
I'm
onto
gonna-
this computer? Wait.
I'm gonna call over to I'm gonna call over to the sergeant. Also, by the way, do we have like those mandible comms or whatever?
Yes, you have mandible comms.
Okay, cool. All right. I mean, just so that we can be like on whisper comms, so I'm not like screaming against the across the room there. I'm gonna hit the comm and be like, Sergeant, we got 2 popsicles in the tank here.
I'm coming inside. I hit the comp and it says like any life sign.
From what it appears, they seem to be stable and in stasis.
All right. 2 questions to know. When people encounter Gen, do they like put their like name, date of birth, social security number?
If you can operate the cryotank, then yeah, you can find that information out. But he'd have to make a new roll for that.
Oh, okay.
All right. Can I find out how long ago they went in?
You can tell that they've been in cryostasis for 2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks.
While this is
And-
going on, can I kind of listen at these doors, see if I hear anything? Or are they open?
They're
or
unlocked when you test them.
Okay.
If you want to open one, I'll tell you what's inside.
And do we happen to know, just in case I missed it, I'm not sure. Do we happen to know like when this base went dark?
I guess it's been dark for a couple weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
What's
Yeah.
this?
Do I notice like anything scribble on this desk, like maybe a diary or like notes or something?
Make an awareness notice.
Awareness notice check, sure. With combat sense,
Yes, of course.
that is a 22.
I gotta stop forgetting to add it on.
You're able to set there's basically a log book and a lot of cigarettes. It looks like there's a file folder stacked up on the left-hand side with some to-do lists. There's a monitor here, but it doesn't seem to be powered.
Okay.
There's also a printer, it looks like, but nothing's sitting in the tray but blank paper.
The logbook, when it says the last shipment coming in, or
So it basically says that this is a dry dock, and there haven't been any ships to repair for at least 6 months. The last ship that was repaired here was in dry dock for 3 weeks. The one before that was in dry dock for 6 weeks, and there's a few more, but this base hasn't been in operation for more than a decade, so it's only got like a handful of ships.
okay. Well, there's nothing for us here. Okay, guys, let's move out.
All right, we're leaving the popsicles in the fridge here.
Yeah, we're leaving the popsicle in the fridge.
All right.
Damn it. I want to take one home.
Well, they're right by the ship, so we can grab them
We
on
just,
the way out.
yep. On the
take
way
them
out, we
from,
can get it.
That makes for a great story.
And out this, you can see that there's another airlock over here, but you can't get to it from where you are.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So we actually have
this-
to. So that's an external. This is an external airlock. Like this is a closed room. We basically went into the only entrance of it.
That's what it looks like.
That's correct.
Okay, cool. All right.
Do we want to check these 2 other rooms, Sergeant?
Yes.
Okay, I'll open the bottom door.
I'll check the top.
The room in here, in the bed, in the bed you find a dead body.
Oh, good. We got a dead body in here, Sergeant.
Do not touch it. Does anybody have medical knowledge?
I mean,
That probably would have been a good thing to spec into.
I have a decent intellect base, but I don't have any actual medical.
yeah. Now that I think about it, I kind of actually dumped on intelligence, but let's see.
I went more for kind of combat techy type of.
I mean, I'll take a look at him and just kind of see what I think he died of.
Yeah, do not protect
Yeah, I
yourself.
won't touch him. No, like from 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Or however
You get
far
a,
these squares.
You
are.
get a you can make a diagnosis roll, but you get a -3.
Okay. That totally makes sense to me. Diagnose -30. Oh, that's probably not enough.
Is that with the -3?
I added it in there.
Your
It should be.
intelligence 10.
It is, yeah.
Wow, you're a smart guy. All right, so you think that this guy probably ate a grenade?
Oh wow.
It's a
Like,
shitty way to
on
go.
purpose, or someone threw it at him, or
I mean,
like,
if he
does
ate
look
it,
like suicide.
Well, you're not sure.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like literally ate a grenade.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
like he
damn.
ate it. I get you. I get what you mean. Okay. I'm gonna say, Sergeant. It looks like this guy's head has been blown apart.
No, it's not his
Almost.
head. His torso.
Oh, his torso has been like just blown apart.
yeah,
It
no, we're
almost
talking
looks like
whole
from the inside.
like the mask spicy meatball type deal. Like he's
Yeah.
So
It went all the way
from your
down.
deduction, is it from inside out or outside in? That's my question.
I for my deduction, I can't tell you. It
Okay.
looks like some kind of explosion, based on what I saw, or my expertise, which is not medical.
Okay. Okay. So
I mean,
Um,
3 feet closer, you probably would have had it.
yeah.
Just saying. Just,
Don't,
I mean,
don't-
I think
Feel
you're the
free
smartest.
to
I think you're the
make
smartest
your
one
own
here.
Diagnosis.
I mean, unfortunately, I've got a 5 in intelligence, so it's not going to go well.
yeah. I'm
I'm
not.
pretty sure this guy, got hit with some form of small explosion.
Okay. Guys, prepared. Maybe they have some uprising or some civil war, or they're fighting.
I mean, you've heard of people being having implanted explosive devices.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And like some of us have heard of heard the Jimbo's rants, right? So this is kind of like creepily setting in like some of Jimbo's things, right?
Well, I mean, you've only heard the one that he just shared with you guys.
Oh,
It's
okay.
pretty vague.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And like nothing in it would indicate anything about the biology of these supposed aliens.
Absolutely nothing did he mention had anything
Okay.
to do with the biology of these.
Yeah. No, then yeah, I'm convinced this is a small explosive device. Maybe even one of the grenade launchers we used on our rifles.
Okay then.
Or
Maybe he sucked on his grenade thumb too long.
Mm,
I mean, quite possibly he may have been implanted, and that implanting device just went off.
Yeah.
okay.
Faulty
So does it look
implant.
like he's like a worker, like a slave, maybe? Like would they have implanted devices on on a slave? You know what I mean?
I mean, he's like a slave. He looks like he's a mechanic.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we call them indentured workers here on Mars.
They're not slaves.
All right, fair enough. I mean, if you put an explosive device in me, I feel
Compelled to do your job. Yes, that's right.
quite
Yes.
well for no money whatsoever.
Great, great,
Not
great.
being
Where we
blown up
stand.
as your payment.
Okay, what do we see on the other room on here?
Toilet.
Right. Okay. Is there in a table? I presume there's a table right here. Or
That's
is it
actually a
this?
shower, and then that's a dresser kind of, but it's really a closet.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take a look at the closet just to see like
You can
everything.
open up drawers, and you find basically different clothing that he's worn.
I'm going to assume this is the bathroom.
Yeah, there's a toilet and a sink there.
No, got it. So nothing of any use.
All right. Okay then.
I mean, based on the guy's stomach, you might want to check the toilet. I don't know.
I'm not
No,
gonna go into it. I'm good, man.
Just
I'm
saying.
not paid nearly enough for that.
Yeah, man. We just only a stupid recon mission. The better it is, the faster it is, the faster we go home and relaxing.
Relaxing, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And no, you said is this a door or is this just a window?
That's just a window. We can
Is it a
see
window?
that other.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
Sarge, it looks like we're gonna have to head around to the other
Sure. Let's go.
entrance. All right, so we had to go in there.
No man left behind.
Like, all right, there we go.
All right. All
All
right.
right,
We are moving on. Let's go.
all right. We have pressure. Checking around. All right.
I'm assuming that you guys are all wearing combat suits, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's what I don't know the stats on those, but is oh that's right. They're just in. I'll pull it up. Okay, cool. That's
Yeah,
right.
if you could post that.
Yeah, let me. I just realized where that. I just realized where that is in deep space. Let me grab it.
That's
quick.
awesome. I appreciate your work. All right. Do I still not see anything at this point? Oh, I'm moving my token up, and every square I move up, I'm expecting you to go. Roll initiative. Roll awareness notice.
Get fucked.
So what you see is the you guys are actually on the side of the crater that I showed you guys.
Okay.
And this wall is built into the side of the crater, so you're looking out of the crater towards the base, which is in the center at the bottom.
Right.
And so you guys enter into the airlock here, I imagine. There is if you guys go out here to the edge, you can see identical airlocks like this on either side. There's two more.
Okay. So this is like a hallway that goes east and west.
Yeah, and then there's two more ports just like this, one on either side.
Gotcha.
Right.
What's the plan, Sergeant?
Assume I'm moving with the group. If I'm lagging behind, I'm looking up on
Sure.
some things in the book here.
Lieutenant
Or
John,
Lieutenant, sorry.
Squad looks at you expectantly.
Split to two, cover more area. Recon if contact if you have any finding.
Yeah, split up. That's always a great idea, sir.
I assume you guys are the best. That's why you are in my team.
Yes, sir.
Or we're the worst, and we expect to die. But I'm leaning towards we're the best.
How do you guys split up?
It's one's going to the west, one's going to the east.
Right. So who goes where?
Oh, sorry. Let me check in real quick. All
I'll
right.
go east.
Okay, so I'm going west. Okay, guys, and
Who goes with who? Okay, got it. So
I'll go over here.
So
Fuck the
I
lieutenant.
assume you guys pass, first grade
I'll
math.
go.
I
I'll
say,
go
but
with him.
okay, thank you.
I was supposed to say I'd go with
Alright.
but I didn't see.
I'm all
I'm all
about
the way zoomed in.
that
Shit, I'm
story.
He's all,
sorry.
yeah, that. Of course, he passed first grade math. That's why he went with the group that had 2 already. It's like strength in numbers.
That was golden, to be honest. Right. Okay.
So,
So-
who's ahead over here, the lieutenant or is it the gunner sergeant? Wait,
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to get
It'll be
Whatever you want, sir.
okay. I'll take point. Guard my back.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll step in first.
I'm right behind him, hand on his shoulder or whatever. I seen it in a movie once.
Okay, so
I've seen it in a movie.
I said guard my back, not touch my back.
Oh, sorry, sir. We've known each other a couple years. I feel like we're pretty comfortable.
I am comfortable, but I need to guard my back, not
Okay, fair enough.
like.
Oh God, what happened?
Everything
We're
was
just
dark.
dancing. This is what happened when you don't guard my back.
We're instantly killed. Oh, so let's not get shot while we wear these.
Yeah, let's go not do that.
So it's kind of like a combination here, because then, yeah. All right. Oh. Some things happened while I was away.
all right, so they're walking and they come across. You can see over here that basically this is a wall right there.
Okay.
You can also see this looks like there's another airlock here, and then
All right.
except for the ship, everything pretty much looks the same over here.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, that's another ship right there.
No,
Do we?
no ship?
No ship. Just an empty one. Is it pretty much? All right.
Is this anything here?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
All that is looks like maybe a barrel with an opening to the side. Looks like maybe you might be able to store something in it, but it looks empty.
Okay.
All right. All right. I'm just gonna keep walking.
Yeah.
Kind of like up against the wall, trying to be stealthy. What do I see in this big in this whole area?
See an empty hangar.
It's an empty hangar. Huh. Do I see any light?
Make an awareness notice check.
Sure. Uh, 23.
Do you have a flashlight? Do you
Yes.
shine it in the darkness over there?
Yeah, pretty much.
All you can see is basically that there's another airlock over here and an empty hangar.
Right. I contacted our team. There's just another airlock here. We are proceeding to get some information. Over and out. And then I'm gonna go over towards here to see if it's like lockable, unlocked.
Unlocked, and you can enter it if you want.
Oh really? Okay. I'm just gonna enter it then.
All right.
Please enter the airlock. Do you seal the other side?
Yeah. Of
Hell
course.
yeah.
And you guys are able to open the inside. inside, basically you find the entrance to an elevator.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Uh, let's recon this area before we go down there.
yeah. Good idea.
Yeah. So, okay. I go to here. I want to see. Is there anything in here?
It's just a wall. Mars
Right.
rock.
Oh, it's just a wall. Okay.
And then, is there another habitat
Yeah, in there
room?
There's
over
not.
here. There's not. So it's
Oh,
this.
okay.
Okay.
So it's basically an empty hangar plus this airlock. Okay.
All right. All right. Uh, let's go back.
All right.
Meanwhile, we're
Okay.
dealing with the other guys. Hold on a second.
Meet us by the ship, and we will be Cal will be fine. Over and out.
All right. I don't know if I should be responding. Are you supposed to outrank me too, Omega? Everybody outranks
Everybody
me, right?
outranks.
Everybody outranks the fucking pilot.
Which is funny because I'm a barber, you know.
It's just, you're a
Be careful.
hairdresser.
He knows how to handle a blade.
Yeah. Take some pride in your work. You're not just
Yeah.
a barber. No, I mean, I guess I shouldn't.
I actually took cosmetology in high school.
Yeah.
I'm quite good at it.
The bar should have called you. Yeah, we'll just call you. Isn't your character Bob?
Yeah, Bob Ford.
Bob
My dad
the
was
barber.
also Bob Ford of Bob Ford's Murders and Accessories.
We'll
Murder
call you.
accessories.
I'm gonna call you Bob the
All
barber.
right, Qua, you and Noah, you guys come around the corner to find a similar empty hangar. But you also see that there's an elevator on this side too. Just wall over here.
Yeah. I don't know how far this beats
Oh,
go.
okay. So is this another OTV here?
No, it's an empty hangar. Don't ignore the.
That's an empty hangar. Gotcha. Cool. All right. Let's. I'm gonna go ahead and try and pop some recon out around this area. See if I can scope down the hallway. All of this is open dock, right?
Correct.
And then you said this is like a wall.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna pop awareness notice right here. Try and check around the corners here. And here we go. Damn it! Forgot to add. Well, it doesn't matter. I just fumbled. I can't see shit. I got dust in my eyes.
There's a big black spot right there where the hangar is.
I got something. I'm gonna move back behind my ranking officer who should be taking point anyway. Who cares? No, I'm just kidding. I can't see shit. I got flashed by my smart goggles, and I flip them up so it won't happen again.
Damn it, be careful. Don't want you getting hurt, man.
What do you
Alright,
is the room clear up ahead?
I have infrared optics, correct?
Night Owl, you make your awareness notice.
Got it.
It's just all the dogs in the today.
Oh.
Nobody can see shit.
Dust storm suddenly.
Oh, in an enclosed environment.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
You guys are behind sudden,
A sudden intern. Oh no, that's right. We're outdoors. All right. Yeah, we're gonna take a
sudden
minute.
blast of dust, wind blocks your vision.
All right. I'm gonna take a minute to let it clear up. Not an actual minute, just like a couple of seconds, and I'm gonna try and come around this corner and check again and see if I see any Anything good this
At a
time?
-3.
Okay, so +6 -3. So 67, 18.
Waiting on you, Noah.
Oh shit! Awareness notice.
Okay, we both got to drop that bath bomb.
I can't believe you both got fumbles there.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, he fumbles again.
Oh, man.
Brutal.
What the hell?
Not twice then. I'll take the first roll.
Oh shit!
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so the first roll, we're gonna -3, so you rolled a 20. So you're able to see that they have the same setup on this side, and you guess that the elevators probably go to the same tunnels down below. You've yet to discover if that's the case or not.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead
Yeah,
and hit the
they're
comms.
similar.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the comms and say, yeah, we've got similar elevators over here on this end.
You want me to open it or?
Yeah, let's go ahead and pop this airlock. I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna open this airlock and head in.
You find out that there is indeed an elevator on
Confirm. Yeah, there is indeed another large cargo elevator here. All right, so I confirmed that greatness. We were just meeting up back at the ship after we checked. Was that what we were doing? All right.
I think so.
All right, I'm gonna. And other than that, like this, I just see like an empty dock here, right? There's nothing of any note that I'm noticing.
Nothing of any note.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and. Sorry, I'll move slower. I don't check what my actual movement speed is, but yeah, I'm gonna
I'll
go
take
ahead and make
point.
my way back to the ship then. So. Guys, do you have to all night?
Take the elevator down.
Take. No, I think we're reconvening before we try to take an elevator down, so that we're both going to the same spot.
Mhm.
I'm just going off of what the lieutenant said, but we were supposed to meet up back at the ship after checking out the other area.
In that case, what we'll do is we'll recreate this map here.
Yeah, no, I like that. That's good.
So the airlock here leads to the elevator here, and I guess that's your this is airlock B.
All right, Lieutenant, this is where we're going.
I'm probably gonna need to help you guys find your token or whatever.
Yeah, let's go, guys. Let's go to the elevator. Or elevator. What do you guys find on the other side first?
Yeah, just
Or the same.
Similar
Same?
dock with a similar elevator, except it was empty.
Right. Okay. Let's go to this elevator.
All right.
Beep.
Oh, you already pushed the button. Oh, hurry up. Oh.
Oh shit. I'll hold the door. Press the door hold button. Check the maximum capacity of occupants. Maybe it can't hold us all.
Yeah, maybe it can't hold. If it was, oh no, this is not Jumbo. Never mind.
Nice try. Alright, you guys can enter the room here. So unfortunately, there's no way to really do this gracefully. But this is how it works. When you guys come out of the elevator, you can see the hallways as shown.
Oh, sorry, I muted myself. Let's go, guys. I've been talking to myself for the longest time. I was like, why not? There's nobody like answering me.
waiting,
And I was
waiting
like,
for awaiting orders. No, just kidding.
Anonymous. No, actually, there's no power to the elevator, so you guys have to figure out another way down.
Well, there's no power, so we're just gonna. I guess we're gonna pop the elevator out. We're gonna use the cable to get us down.
That's right.
Sweet.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Let's do it.
Alright, so you see the shaft below you actually goes down about 100 meters.
That's not that long to fall. On
You have
Mars.
just barely enough rope to reach the bottom.
All right, cool. All right, cool.
That's convenient.
Yeah. I like having enough rope. Enough rope makes me happy.
Just enough. Yeah.
So this elevator apparently could fall on you at any moment, really.
Yeah, but
Thanks for that.
An athletics check.
And we're going with the athletics.
all right, let's go.
On reflex skills.
Athletic. Okay, god damn it, my athletics terrible.
I mean, it can't be that
Oh
bad.
wow, nice. No.
Oh, not bad to be honest.
Oh, I rolled a 2. How does that? Okay, but 16, yeah.
Somebody had dice explode.
But it looks like the gunny is really good at this. He leads
Wow.
the way, and then you guys kind of try to.
Are you sure that's not Jumbo? Fucking Rambo?
They're
Rambo?
closely related.
Yeah.
Jumbo's, brother.
All right, so you guys get to the bottom of the elevator shaft, and somebody's gonna have to pry open that door with a strength feat.
Ooh, I got this, guys. I'm gonna do
right.
like Oh, you wanna do it?
No, you go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
No, this is the can
Alright.
opener. Bob the
Yeah.
can opener. Bob the can opener barber.
Let's do it. Where is it? Strength feat. You can do it, Bob. I'm like encouraging myself.
Yeah, show us those strong feet.
You know what? I'm even gonna. I'll add 2 luck just to make it look really good with a 30.
Wow, okay. Won't need that for anything.
Damn. All right, you guys are all duly impressed.
It's just
I'll give you 5 IP for that.
Nice.
nice. It was one of those moments where he just like he looked like Schwarzenegger doing it, you know. He just like overly flexed his like back muscles and stuff just to like really impress everybody.
Yeah, I did
But-
it on purpose. For
But
sure.
you know, we are impressed. We're not just like waving it off like this guy. It's like, damn, okay, yeah.
Right, so he opens it up into a darkened corridor, but you can vaguely perceive that if there's a hall
Right.
that goes in 2 directions, to your right, and then there's a long corridor that curves around to the left on your left.
Right, let's go, guys. Does anybody download a schematic about this place before we leave? Like so we have an idea where to go.
Hmm.
So,
That's probably something
is that a
we could have
thing?
done.
I don't know if that's a thing. Is that a thing?
Any
that
kind
we
of
could do?
panels?
Well, make an awareness notice.
Do it this time. There we go.
17.
33.
Did you all add
Oh.
your combat awareness bonus?
23.
I did. I added the hell out of it this time.
Yeah.
Oh,
added
and I got exploding dice. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Like holy fuck.
All right, so give yourselves 10 if you got exploding dice going on.
Yeah. Wow. Alright.
And Bob, you're also keenly aware. But I think it's the second lieutenant and the gunny that seem a little bit confused about where they are.
Kind of interesting.
You know that the direction to the base is this way.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm Lieutenant, I'm pretty sure
Wait, I can't hear what you guys said before. What is no said?
I'm pretty sure the base is up this way, Lieutenant.
Which way?
Over here.
Lead the way, sir.
Over here where I'm popping, yeah, over to the right.
I said lead the way.
You know what, Kwa?
Yeah.
Character also is keenly aware that in this direction, because the hallways lead off at both left and right, that they probably connect with the other elevators.
Oh.
All right. The other way is probably where the other elevators are coming from, so we can always check. You can always check them for power on the way back out.
All right.
All right. As you guys approach the end of the hallway, you can see that it's a dead end. But that there's also a branch that goes off to the right.
All right. Can I just like scan down the hallway, just make sure and check there's nothing crazy going on there?
Make your awareness notice check.
And it's a oh, forgot to add it again. So, 22.
Right. So it seems clear to you. There doesn't seem to be any movement.
All right. Clear.
Do you have
Clear.
night vision goggles on?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're able to tell definitively that it's clear.
Okay. All right, clear. Is it dark? Is it dark where we're at? Because then, I have my smart goggles flipped down and they're in low light mode. Okay.
So as you guys are climbing down this corridor, eventually you arrive on what looks to be like a train station, or maybe a metro tunnel.
Well, shit.
Okay.
Are there trains on Mars? Yes.
I was thinking the rocket sled from Riddick or whatever.
Oh, right.
So you find a tunnel that basically, you imagine, runs along just under the bottom of the crater, maybe along the crater. You're not quite sure, because you don't see where the train is.
Is there like a control panel or something?
By the way, I'm just guarding their back as we move on. Just swooping.
Well, you do notice that there are that this area is pressurized, and that there seems to be like a pressurized tube that the train goes through. So unless maybe it goes outside at some point, but it's not likely.
That there's no obvious way to like call a train.
No, and especially if the power's off.
Right. The power's all off.
But we see a train track, right?
Yeah, you see a train track, and there's only one train track.
Do you guys think we should follow it?
Doesn't look like there's I mean, unless we want to check those other hallways for the elevators, which we're pretty sure they're there.
And always check, go back and check before we go to the train track just to make sure we have another escape route.
That's smart. That's why you're the leader.
I feel I'm in trouble
This
now.
this is so I know this is so great because like it's baked in that we just get to sit here and follow somebody, and he just has to sit there and be like, "What do you think, guys? I don't know. You're the fucking leader." Ha ha.
I'm like,
Decide all our fates.
I'm like, oh god, I am in trouble this time. But at least we got a machine. I got three machines I can work with. Let's go, guys. We just check another escape route before we adventure deeper.
Yeah, let's do some. This is story build. This character building backtracking. Snow, don't worry. About it.
Yeah. So, how's your life? Where did you meet your wife?
Yeah, this is all for the sake of story building here. It was just for the narrative.
Yeah, exactly.
While we're okay, how does actually we kind of missed the moment where everybody describes their badass characters. So why don't we do that now? Who put together a fun character they want to talk about?
Well, you guys just saw the strength feat that Bob did.
Yeah, no, he's basically Boris with a fucking
American Boris.
Oh, American Boris. That's why his name's Bob.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Bob Ford is the most American name I could think of. I did a life path. So he let's see. His parents were crime lords. And they both died in an accident, but it didn't affect his family status. It's okay. So he grew up alone because he had no siblings in a defended corporate zone in Central City. So Batman with evil parents is basically what I got out of that.
Nice.
And then for my life event, so I spent a year having fast affairs and hot dates, and then I was hunted by a small corporation. My friends and family hated my lover, but I started to turn my life around. I found a sensei who taught me karate. And I made a connection in the police department. But then my lover died, also accidentally. But I made a friend through a common interest, which I'm assuming...
Accidentally?
Yeah. I'm assuming the common interest is joining the Marines, and so far I seem to be hanging out with John a lot. So I'm gonna assume I made a friend, maybe in John, in our common interest being the Marines. So I like pushing iron, and I have intellect 10, reflex 10, cool 10, move 10, body 14, but I have attractiveness 3 and tech 3. I'm a giant lump of meat. Yes.
Nice.
Right.
So you're like the caricature of like Arnold Schwarzenegger from Predator, or we'll just say from Commando, for the sake of the
totally.
For the sake of the narrative.
Anytime I'm not in my gear, I'm wearing biker leathers with spiked gloves.
Oh, nice.
Apparently.
Damn.
Good. That's pretty good.
Metal.
Right. So I guess I'm going next. I am the Lieutenant John Connor. I grew up
No
basically
consequences to that
in a
name.
Marine family. Basically, breathe through it. I was destined for great things. That's what they say. So far, I've been just reading books about philosophy. Pretty interesting. Yeah, that's about my life.
Nice.
Born and bred Marine.
Mm-hmm.
What's night
That
owl?
explains why you outrank everyone. Like you're like a career
Oh yeah.
Marine.
Mhm.
That's probably why I look.
What about you, Night Owl, Gunny?
Yeah.
What happened?
What happened? what's
It's
your
fun.
give us the rundown on your character.
Frank grew up in like a very high class corporate zone with his parents, both of which worked for Arasaka. He grew up basically spoiled rotten, but still acted as if he got all that stuff himself. It really kind of made him a bit loony. I don't want to say loony, but, loony. He went to space looking for some good jobs and, just to change the scenery. Has a mask on, but not to be edgy. It's because his face is completely fucked up.
Is that regulation?
It might be.
So you would just are edgy, like you know, you're not trying to be
You don't
edgy. you
scratch
just
the
are.
mask. Yeah, it's hard not to be. He doesn't want to be that guy, but here he is.
Right. Well, okay, Mr. Edgy.
Oh
Nice.
god, this is the thing now.
All right.
I'd
Is that
almost
everybody?
rather be Jumbo again.
It's perfect though. I like how, but it's kind of like everybody's got a little bit of element of their old character. It's kind of funny. Well, mine's super obvious. So, yeah, my character's name's Dakila Zuluaga. He's Filipino, from the northern Luzon area. Came to the USMC via Hawaii probably, but main things about him are, of course he's got 4 arms, and loves shotguns, and he's pretty good with tech, which must have led him into being a pilot. I haven't done a whole lot of the roles for the backstory, but basically, beyond that, he carries around a melee weapon with him all the time, and it's kind of like a machete. It's called a panabas, from the Philippines. Oh, here's a picture. There we go. All right. It's like a big old like whacking blade. So he takes that with him on all his missions, like just in case.
Okay. Like a cultural kind of thing.
Sick.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, it's not. It's like it's mostly like a utility blade in the Philippines. In the area where he's from, but it's like comforting to have like a nice big piece of metal to like, he's not precious with it because he can always go make another one, but the point of it is to have it to like whack at shit with. But culturally it's exactly what you would use if you needed to like just really wreck some shit.
But it holds like some kind of spiritual significance with you.
More like cultural, yeah, as like kind of like a it holds that that kind of like warrior identity. Yeah.
Did everybody get a chance to share?
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, that's as much as share I want to do for this
Yeah.
time.
That's sharing time.
Lieutenant, make an awareness notice check.
Right. With my
Yes.
okay.
By the way, Quad, that is a damn cool machete.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Very cool.
Let's give a quick rundown on the battle suits that you guys are wearing. These are top of the line, very expensive Militech battle suits. They offer you a 25 SP. They also offer 8 hours of breathing with 2 reserve. I'm sorry, not 8 hours, 6 hours plus 2 reserve for a total of 8. And they have a radiation stopping power of 6 rads. So, if you guys encounter radiation,
And what's the +1 to STR, or is that
Strength?
yeah? Is that like an actual stat we have?
yeah, you get a +1 to strength for any. You didn't have to use all that luck, by the way, because you get a +1 to strength.
He didn't need to anyway. That roll was high enough. He just wanted it to be a 30.
No, I just wanted it to look good.
Yeah.
+1 to strength, it would have been a 31.
Jesus.
I love your substance, man.
Well, I was saying how strong I was earlier, so I thought I should make it look good.
Yeah, no, it looked hella good.
Yeah.
You cranked it to
Great.
11. It was a.
You make this squad proud.
Yeah, somehow I'm in a vest now. Like my shirt sleeves are gone. I don't know. They just exploded.
I'm like, I hope that it's safe. That you know what you're doing, sire.
No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, my spacesuit arms didn't just explode with my muscles. That would probably be bad.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can beat the SP on that, by flexing my biceps.
So you rolled twice, it looks like. The first one was a
Yeah.
critical. So
Yeah.
go ahead and give yourself 10 IP for awareness notice.
Sure.
You are aware that you've already used up an hour of your
Oh man,
your air.
that's how we're doing this, huh? All right.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Okay. We have 5 more hours. So 7 hour total, guys. So keep your air in check. Make sure that we have enough to go back.
All right. Are we in it? We're in a pressurized zone right now.
Yes, you're in a
All right.
I think Snow said inside the tube was pressurized.
I mean, we passed an airlock to get to go down the
That's
elevator.
true,
So, well, we might want to be sure before we go hats off or anything. All right.
That's true.
Yeah. Let's.
How does that work with recharging? Like, if we're in a pressurized area, does that automatically recharge our suit?
No.
Okay.
You have to fill up your pressurized tanks with air.
We'd have to.
Oh,
we'd have to
okay.
find. We'd probably have to go
That's
down
some kind
to
of machine.
like yeah. We'd have to find basically a
A place
Oh,
to
wow.
plug them in or something.
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
A compressor. There we go. Wow. Jesus.
I was just waiting, like somebody gonna say compressor.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I was figuring we basically metagaming, but we'd probably have to find our way down to the to like that service area where the ATVs are at and
I
fill
see.
up there or something, But
Gotcha.
all right.
You'd also need to turn on the power.
Oh
That's,
yeah. Oh
that's
yeah.
true as well. Yeah.
That's some whole other shit. All right. Oh, I had this whole question. I just really quick. Armor doesn't stack, right?
Oh yeah, I was thinking that too, because I have skin weave.
Well, that's a good question. I think
Yeah, I got myself a skin weave, and then I didn't think about it.
that's if you're in the battle suit. But if
Okay.
if you have subdermal plating, you're probably gonna have a hard time fitting in the suit.
Oh, interesting.
All right.
Does anybody have subdermal armor?
Yeah, no, nothing overt like that. I've just
Nope.
got skin weave.
All right. So here's the deal with subdermal armor. You'd have like a -2 to reflex.
Oh wait.
So usually there's a reflex and encumbrance value modifier that.
Oh yeah.
So refer to those rules for a minute. So
Worry.
the second layer of armor has an extra encumbrance value penalty of 1. So your suits, your battle suits, give you that's your second layer basically. If you have skin weave, okay. So your skin.
But that's just an overall one, so like a -1 to reflex.
Okay.
And if you're wearing additional armor beyond skin weave, then you have to deal with a third armor deal, and that's an additional penalty of -2. Which is why if you have subdermal armor on, there's your -2 right there. Oh, it says here skin weave is considered a layer but receives no penalty.
Oh nice.
You can layer it like you would other armor, but there's no penalty for encumbrance value.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
So there you go.
It's because it's only AP 12.
So the way you would average your armor, you would find out the difference between them. So this 25 and what's the skin weave is 8.
12.
Skin weave is 12. So your difference is more than 5. So I think your skin weave counts as 4. You add to the 24.
Oh wow. So 29? Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Did I do that right? Let me double check. So the difference in
That's nice.
SPs, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Your bonus number is 3.
No.
So you
Were
guys are
you-
moving down the hallway, and I kind of gave you the vague clue that you might
Mhm.
want to conserve your air.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We have 8 hours, so let's go like another 2.5 hours, then we go back to the ship.
You have 7 hours left, actually.
Yeah, we have 7 hours, but we might also want to I don't know if we
Well, do we know how long it's gonna take to climb a fucking elevator shaft?
That's why I
Yeah,
said,
no.
That's why I said. That's
it's
why I
like
said
I don't know if we
2.5
want to leave
I
worse.
agree.
I don't know if we want to leave some
extra hour maybe.
No, I was gonna say I don't know if we want to leave the battle suits at the door, is what I'm saying, but I don't know. So we definitely don't want them to yes, love to have them for the armor, for the extra armor, but also that
Cool.
that SP gets bypassed. There's a very real issue of getting back to
Interesting.
the ship. I mean, it's not that big of an issue.
We
I'm
take
guessing you
suits
could.
off, and that way we don't get them punctured. I guess.
I don't know. That kind of seems like a stupid idea when I really think about it, but I'm trying to think of what Space Marines would do in standard operating procedures. And you know what? Either way, I'm just thinking right now we wouldn't do anything differently until we restored power or something, because then
Well, we don't even know. We haven't seen anything aggressive except for the guy whose chest is
Yeah.
blown open mysteriously.
yeah. And besides that, there's no power, which means even if there is atmosphere, it may be toxic and unscrubbed.
Yeah, that's true.
So we'd
Does
probably
anyone have sensors of that kind? Who's able to tell? No. Okay.
You guys
No.
don't have any chemical sensors.
nothing that I picked up. No.
Because I don't think a Marine's gonna take off its body armor. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
without make sure, especially when we are recon. So if this
Yeah,
goes
that's
down,
true too.
Yeah.
We're just supposed to come here and leave.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah,
Also, I think we have to treat this as if it almost like if we were landing on a derelict ship or something like that. Like there may be a containment issue, there may be like
Yeah,
a
Yeah.
viral issue, there may but there most of all, if there was like any kind of insurrection or something here, there definitely may be like a toxicity issue. So I
Yeah,
mean, if the
stake.
power's off, we're just assume. I think we should best just assume we have suits on, and we'll just just like the lieutenant said, we'll just keep an eye on our time. All right, so we're checking these other in that spirit. We're checking these other elevators. Then,
yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
all right. Do we want to split? Want to split and come back again?
Yeah, we will split and come back in this exact same spot. Do not go
Alright.
up in the elevator because if shit goes bad,
We'll just check the condition of the
Yep.
elevator and
Yeah.
see how it would look for an exit strategy.
yep, pretty much.
All right.
All right, same teams as before.
Yep, same
Hey.
team.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say shuffle, but okay.
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good sound. Somebody's gonna die by right now.
I love your positivity. After Snow's game, I have to go take a bath and drink a bottle of wine to relax.
Oh, that's so great.
Shit, that was good. That was good. I have my therapy right next to me, so I could talk about what happened in the snow game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
he makes sure there'll be nothing happening in my life. Nothing that.
Oh man, YouTube makes everything so sad. I'm just kidding.
We are very realistic, Sawyer.
There's a wall right here, but you can see that it curves around to the right here.
Right, okay, let's go. I take a point. You got my back. Guard my back, not touch my back.
Oh wait, are you
Oh, wait.
with the? Is it same teams or are we going with shuffle?
We can switch. We can switch
Yeah,
out team.
I'm okay with switching.
Yeah, we got time. I okay. I check the corner before I go in to make sure nothing happened.
Make awareness notice check.
Got it.
might want to check to see if your fire team partner is dead.
Or asleep.
Yeah.
Sorry, that is +6 also. That is 21.
Okay, so you see that Jumbo. I mean, your partner is actually passed out, but there's nobody in there. But you do see an elevator.
Mm-hmm. And that's it. Do I see anything here, by the way, John? Snow? Wall? Okay.
Wall, yeah.
I'm gonna go here and just try to see if it's on.
No, it's not. It'll take a strength feat to open it.
Okay. And this is also wall, I presume?
Yes, you're right.
Okay, there's nothing there. Let's go back. We found an elevator here. Same thing. Over and out. We'll see you in Renampu. Right,
All
that's
right.
all we're gonna do.
Fire team Alpha is
Yeah, on the case.
Fire team Alpha's on the go. All right.
I'm making like dun 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 dun, really like quiet humming noises.
I mean, I don't think anybody knows unless you push the comms because like you're
Yeah.
inside of your suit. So
Oh
kinda
yeah,
do-
in my suit.
yeah.
Well, in that case, dun 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 dun. As
What-
I'm
what
in
you-
a
what-
suit sneaking down the hall.
Yeah, what you don't know is like the kill is doing the same thing. He's like da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. No, he's got the that like that theme from 300. He's like wow 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 wow.
Nice. Well, when the Doom music drops.
Yeah, that's basically what's going on right now. He's just
So you come up a
Okay.
an elevator that's not working. It appears to be the bottom floor. And
It's at the bottom floor.
these are on.
Oh, I
we
see.
appear to be in the bottom floor.
I got you. So,
Okay.
can I bust this door open?
Yeah, use a strength feat.
Woohoo!
Let's see them feats.
Hey. Where are you, buddy? There he is.
Who's got the TV on in the background?
I have a feeling that's
Ooh, 29. Plus 1 for the suit. 30 again. Well, bam! Plus 1 for the suit.
I would have to say that definitely opens up the elevator shaft. You see a large shaft leading upwards above you, and there's a couple cables you could try climbing, I suppose.
All right.
No, I'm gonna stay out for now. Sergeant, we got
Can
this
I-
one open. Looks
can I
like
make,
it's
like-
way up at the top?
Can I make like a tech assessment of the cables or the shaft just to? Oh man, I don't even know how to like phrase this.
Roll basic.
Yes, please. Before you have something else, you have to edit out.
It's one of those. Who's the guy who made Death Stranding? It's made by him.
18.
They appear to be in good condition, working order.
All right.
Good working order.
All right. Cool.
That's good to know.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll just burst that back on comms. Yeah. The elevator here is it seems to be structurally in good order. We can possibly use that for egress. All right, so we'll head back. Doop 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 doop, and then like. This is like some NES mapping right here. This is some old school. This is that old school shit Snow doing right here.
Hey, old doesn't mean bad.
Yeah, no, I mean shit works.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right.
Thank you.
I forget what they're called. They're called panels or slides. I can't remember on or they're called charts. I can't even remember on game like that, you know, where you just have like you have identical ones but you like plot sprites on them differently. Anyway. All right. All right, so we're heading back to the train. Mars train, y'all.
Yeah.
Alrighty then, let's go.
You know what that means.
No, I don't know. What
Not
that
really.
This
This
at
is
some point we're
a wall, right? There's nothing there.
means. Yeah, I hope.
It's just a wall.
well,
Okay.
if we learned anything from Ghosts on Mars, it more than likely means that we're gonna have to turn the train around
There's a map.
at some point for no fucking apparent reason to waste time and to accomplish something that could have been accomplished without endangering human lives. But yeah.
Colin,
Sounds like-
Colin, I'll just say that Bob does notice that there does seem to be a panel on the wall here. When do you shine your flashlight on it?
Okay.
Do you
Yeah,
shine it?
definitely. Absolutely.
You see a map.
A map of the facility, I assume.
It
Okay.
It shows you the hallways connect to the elevators above, and that you can ride the elevators to the train platform, and it explains that the platform to the train is down this hallway.
Wow,
Excellent.
that could have saved us like 10 minutes of air.
Yeah. I'll radio you guys and inform you of all that information.
All right.
That's all it has on it though. It doesn't show anything past the subway.
It says you're you're right below platform B, pretty much.
Okay. Which I assume is where we parked our ship because we took that elevator. Okay.
All right, so you guys arrive at the tracks. It does not appear that there is any train forthcoming.
All right. How many air time do we have left? That's an hour off. So how long does that took with the adventuring.
I'm gonna say you have about 6 3/4 hour left.
Yeah, just why don't you just let us know when an hour hits? I guess
Okay.
that'll give us a good gauge of how we're doing. All right.
So we
All
gotta
right.
pop open this kind of tunnel, like there's like a glass door or something.
Um, there doesn't appear to be any kind of glass door.
It's just like an open track.
Yeah. Down a tunnel.
Oh, okay. But it's
Alright.
pressurized. You mentioned
As far as
earlier,
you
I
can
think.
tell, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I guess yeah. Because
we
so
might-
are we.
Yeah, we might be on the track. Wow, God, I keep on saying this.
The right
Yeah.
track.
No. Oh, I see what you did there. No, I wasn't even doing that. No, I was just gonna say. I don't know if we wanted to, just pop our tops and preserve air for a little while, just because I don't know. But
It could be airborne
yeah,
pathogen. That's
we,
fine.
that would probably be outside of protocol. Okay, so do we know which way to head down these tracks?
There's only one direction you can really go.
I wish I knew
Oh,
all their
yeah.
songs at this point. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right. So how fast do you travel?
Um, 24
Does everybody have the same
meters.
movement? Everybody make a athletics check. Let's say.
Oh, an athletics check.
That's fun.
It's
With
not really
combat,
like a. No, the only thing that gets the combat bonus is our
I
awareness.
can only
Oh,
guess.
wow.
Okay, it's
We
26.
did really good though.
Wow. All right, I'm the worst one. 23. Fine. We move it 23 meters per.
That seems pretty good. Like, we're all trained.
Are obviously leading the way, encouraging everybody to keep up. But it seems like I'll have to roll for Jumbo. I mean, not Jumbo, for Noah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he crits, of course.
God, fucking Rambo.
18 plus. Let me see. It's funny. I don't think he put any points into athletics. Oh no, he did. He's got a 5. He's got a 5 plus 10, 15 plus 18. Oh shit, he 3'd it. Okay.
Wow.
Alright. Well, too bad he's not here to get the IP, but
Do you get it as DM?
No, don't give him IP. Don't give the DM IP.
Guys,
Who knows
Jeez.
what he'll use it on?
Alright, so John, Gunny seems to be faster than you, a lot faster than you, and you have a hard time keeping up.
I said, hold on, Gunny. We stick together.
He takes off.
and he's hauling all that extra gear too. So I mean, that's crazy.
His comms seem to be broke or something. He's not responding.
Oh, good.
I love this. All right.
All right, I think we're gonna end it there since we haven't seen
Sorry, I'm back.
of
Oh.
Jack.
Oh no, yeah, we're missing Jack,
No,
and then
this
we're
is good.
missing
I think
Noah.
it-
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, we got our
This is a
start.
good
We're just gonna leave you guys hanging in the
I
railroad tunnel
think that's good. Yeah.
with
You should just tack this on to the next episode when you edit all the bullshit out.
Yeah. 10 minutes.
totally.
Well, the next one, if everyone, will probably be some bullshit too, right?
No,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think it's gonna be mostly just us having fun. So.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's the best. Yeah.
yeah. When we finally get to shoot at stuff, it's gonna get It's gonna get rowdy.
It's funny because the other group that I always play with on Saturdays, like we basically just get combat 90% of the time, but it's not that fun. This is way more fun. Just like random bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's hard when, I mean, that's the problem that I've had in like a lot of D&D campaigns is,
Immersion?
Well, yeah. I mean, for one, but it's just like people that just want to do like, hardcore combat all the time. And
yeah.
Well, one, it's kind of stressful, but two, you kind of don't get a chance to
Right. I'll talk to you
build in
guys
that
later, man.
immersion.
Peace.
All right,
See
see
ya.
ya, man.
Bye.
Yeah, you kind of don't get a chance to like build in that immersion. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't.
Being a god. Like that's what 5th edition has basically ruined.
I mean, I guess. Yeah, I mean,
Like everyone's just a beast. Like you can't die, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas this, every action I'm like weighing against my life, you know? And whether or not that create a situation is just created by like, what I've seen of the last couple episodes, because in reality I've only ever taken like fucking 3 wounds and I healed them, you know what I mean? Like it hasn't actually been that dangerous, but there's
Yeah, but we
whole
haven't put ourselves
atmosphere of
in that same, like, yeah, we purposely, because of that, like, also don't
Right,
put ourselves
yeah.
in danger when we don't have to.
And that's what I'm looking for. I like that OSR feel, right?
Yeah.
That like poke everything with a 10-foot pole.
I diagnosed it from 3 feet away, from
Yeah,
6 feet away. Was
exactly.
That was
it's so
literally,
hard to
I poke
find
it with
that
a stick.
within a modern setting. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Or not
yeah.
modern, but like with guns. So I'm finding this Cyberpunk to be a really good balance of that.
I'm really
Both
glad
of
you guys
those
are
kind of things.
enjoying yourselves, even though I mean today was kind of slow, but it was a little bit of just kind of introducing the story to you guys and letting you guys tool around.
I feel like we fleshed out our characters and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's funny. You know what? I almost feel like we had a slower time when we had extra characters, when we had extra players. Like that day when we had like the extra 2 players. Like they were doing actions, they were making actions and stuff like that. But I kind of felt like, even as like I like to like, don't get me wrong. Here's the thing: I'm not saying I didn't get to do anything. I'm saying like I like to sit down at tabletops and watch TV. Like I like to watch the story. But
be a fan of other people's characters.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like there was nothing going on. Even like action after action, it felt like there was nothing going on.
Yeah.
Whereas like today still was not, for somehow just like not even like half as slow as that for some reason. And it's just,
there was all this like narrative that got built.
yeah.
Huh.
Oh man, and just getting to like, take out a new character to play is also just fun too.
It's always fun. It's kind of funny that everyone's kind of their old character a bit.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't help myself.
I feel the same way. Like that. I as soon as I made my guy, I was just like, well, I'm 5'4" and 130 pounds. This is what I like to role play. Like,
yeah.
I'm sorry, but
as soon as I kind of like, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna random roll this whole character is what I thought, right?
Yeah.
And then every like roll that I made kind of just like matched up either with like, I still ended up rolling like an Asian character, I still ended up rolling like the stats like leaning towards like the tech side and things like that. And I was just like, I want him to have 2 extra hands to hold a shotgun. Like why shouldn't I,
Right.
So
we all have our little things we like, but I think that's
Yeah.
good too, right? It's kind of builds our crew out. Like we have like specialized roles, etc.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I'm assuming before I showed up, Snow never had you guys open doors, but it seems like I've been absurdly useful for that one specific purpose.
Yeah, I mean, we've never had to like exactly like break in that kind of way. I mean, we had like a break-in mission, but you know, one, I don't even think it ended up going down the way it was supposed to go down. But two, I think it was more kind of like based on an outside hacker and getting the hacker what they needed to know. And then either way, like the whole reason for that mission just ended up like going up in smoke or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of hilarious. Yeah, we never needed a jar opener, but now you're here to loosen all the lids, and it's hilarious.
Well, I think that's just good DMing, though, right? Like,
Yeah,
Snow looked at my character sheet and said, "This guy's good."
Yeah, I guess so.
doors.
yeah.
So he
This
made
guy.
a bunch of doors with locks, so I could open them. And my guy is useful.
Well, usually they would use electronic lockpick or something like that to open the doors. And, you know,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
All
true.
all of my stuff before was like, yeah, electronic security or like electronic lock picking, and to be honest, like it's kind of for some reason kind of old. I think I would just roll bad at it. Still sucked at it, and I had, I don't know. I thought what I had was pretty good stats. Who knows? Who knows?
But yeah, somebody like you comes along and just like brings on a whole new meaning of opening doors.
It's nice that no one was filling that role already. Like me and John seemed diversified. Initially, I was kind of
They have
worried.
their ways of doing it, but you just do it better. That's all.
Yeah, yeah. I can't believe me and John were fist fighting as and like it was.
And
going
that was the
okay.
best. And that was the best way to go about it.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
for sure.
I was like to the point
These guns did nothing.
to the point where I also again I was like I spec'd in wrestling and boxing because I was like, if I'm gonna have 4 arms, I might as well be able to get to use them, and I got used to having the same, martial arts. I just wanted them, but like but that was like, if I just get a punching skill and have 4 arms and have hydraulic rams on 2 of them and power fists on the other one, like I could maybe at least like punch some aliens to death because it was like the only thing that was working last time. But like, yeah. But I mean,
that worked so well.
I mean, we at least have. I mean, the thing is that we at least have good guns at our disposal at this point, which is great.
I forgot to mention /check before we left the ship, and I probably shouldn't even mention this, but I'm going to.
Oh, you're pulling a Jack
Snow
move.
remembers it and punishes us for us.
He's gonna pull a Jack
Did we
move.
bring any extra ammo other than what's in
I
weapons?
did.
Why don't you tell me how many clips you have on you? How about that?
Oh, okay.
All right.
I also wrote a list of all the things, like equipment. All
You have to like calculate your weight and make sure that it's below your comfortable carry, not your lip.
Okay.
It has to be below your comfortable carry.
Okay. I mean, I have 14 body. It should be okay.
Half a pound. Maybe even more. Maybe it weighs a pound. I don't know. What do you guys think? A pound or 2? Pound and a half?
What are we saying weighs about half a pound?
I'm trying to
Clip?
guess the weight
A clip.
of a full clip.
Oh, okay, a full clip.
Let me look it up. What ammo?
Because otherwise in core it just uses like a general everything like minor is in this weight category, and then everything
Yeah, like
else
even
is
looking
in,
at the
like,
pistols, it doesn't really say what size it is, does it? Like how much?
No, that's what I was saying. It's kind of like there's like a general rule, at least in the core book, for like ease. I don't know if Snow's looking just like in real world statistics or whatever, but otherwise it's just like, oh, if it's smaller than this, it weighs this much, and if it's bigger than this, it weighs this much, and it's they just use like bigger than a bread box type thing, but nobody knows how big a bread box is. Whatever. Nobody's used a bread.
I made a bread box out of wood. I
You're-
sanded and stained that shit myself.
Yeah, but you're like over 30 and living in Canada, so it's like
Yeah, that's true.
it's like a
I
whole
did that
different
all
thing.
with my teeth because I'm a beaver.
Yeah, but here in Texas, they're all made out of tin. And everyone has those like well, not everyone. I say everyone, but I'm talking about octogenarians. They all have the like what is it called? The butter crust like tin bread box, and it's like a mailbox basically, but it's like
Okay.
the coolest thing ever. Is it cooler than a bread box? No.
Is it better than powdered milk?
Is it neater than sliced bread? I'm doing horrible scrolling around this thing trying to find
I'm gonna say
the values.
I'm just gonna say they're a pound each. Okay, and I guess we're measuring in kilograms. So say it's each clip is a half a kilogram if you're measuring in kilograms.
I think that's actually what the rule does. It's like half kilo for little things, and then
Oh, perfect.
oh wait, here we go. 0.5 kilo or less, 1 kilo or less, 3 kilos, 4 kilos. One box of ammo, half kilo. So there's like half kilo is a box of ammo, cell phone, personal stereo, pocket computer, cyber modem. Sorry, this is on page 59.
Okay.
Just in case.
A box of ammo is actually going to be at least a kilo, maybe even 2 kilos. But a clip is a half a kilo.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense because we're talking about a box of ammo, like the kind that I got is like 100 box.
500 or 1,000 rounds.
Oh, okay.
If it's 500 rounds box, then you're talking 1 kilo. If it's 1,000 rounds, then it's 2 kilos.
Okay. I mean, I didn't see that. I just saw assault rifle box of 100, and so that's what I wrote, and then I multiplied it by 3 for AP rounds.
Okay, so a box of 100 is going to be a kilo.
Okay. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's a box of like 100 rounds. Like that makes makes a little more sense than obviously. But yeah, and then 1 kilo medium to heavy handgun, sleeping bag, radio chip player, video camera, toolkit, medkit, laptop, armor vest, t-shirt, 3 kilos, submachine gun, very heavy pistol, electric guitar, drum synthesizer. You know what? And I really want to get into also like a game at some point where it makes sense to carry around a musical instrument. Like it's like so hard at some like I think
I was thinking
even
about that, and I was also thinking about making like a face character, like you know what I mean, like just a dude who's
Yeah.
only good at attractiveness. Like I
Uh-huh.
thought that would just be a great character.
well because that would be
Yeah.
that would
Well,
basically
what I'm
be like a
wondering is
rocker
this whole
boy /
corp
that's a
war.
model.
What if we do like an advertising
Don't worry,
campaign?
guys. I have got you covered. Pink Eye has already said he wants to visit Europe, so I think we're gonna do
Oh,
a,
no.
Euro trash corp war.
We're gonna do another game segment where you guys take on a rocker boy persona, and so you guys can each make up a rocker boy character, and then you're gonna be a part of a rocker.
Like a boy band?
Yeah, boy band.
Oh my god.
That sounds
Doesn't have to
amazing.
be a boy band, but
Yes, it
now you
does.
just turned us into like now you just turned us into BTS, and it's gonna be
No way, man. Blink 182.
Oh, okay. That's technically a boy band. You're right.
Right?
Yeah.
They're the coolest boy band.
Well, I mean, we could be let's see, the Ataris. That could be a boy band.
Okay, the Ataris are pretty cool.
The Atari sounds like a good boy band.
Would you consider the Beach Boys?
That's like the first boy band, right?
Right, right.
No, the Beatles.
I mean, I guess the Beatles
the
are
Beatles.
the Beatles are the first boy band, but like, yeah, they're the first American boy band. Then. It's hilarious.
Even the Beastie Boys are a boy band.
Oh yes, let's be the Beastie Boy.
Oh, man.
Now I gotta. What about like oh, what are they called? Who? D12. That's a boy band, right?
Oh man, yeah, yes, yeah. I mean, because in all seriousness, like Boys to Men is a boy band, right? But we don't call it that because because it fits in this like this spanning gospel rap genre, right? But at the same time, that like them and Color Me Bad and like all these dudes back in the '90s. That's a hard boy band, right? All right, and
Well, thanks for the game,
You're welcome.
yeah, yeah,
Snow.
for
I'll
sure.
see you next Friday.
Yeah, we'll try to do next Friday.
Excellent,
I'm gonna
excellent.
be out of town the last weekend of August, so
Okay.
we'll try to get in a couple more sessions before then.
Sounds good.
All right, cool.
Good night.
All right, good night, yo.